Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon and good morning. Welcome to the Jordie Jane Show for the next 15 minutes. Today is obviously Thursday over here, but we're actually getting more and more into spring, and I actually noticed, and I absolutely adored it. I went to my beautiful chiropractor last night and watched the sun set at a later time than 5 o'clock, and it was so nice to actually watch. And the sunset was absolutely beautiful, by the way, but it was a longer day, so the sun didn't really set till 6 o'clock, and I'm like, yay, we're going into spring and summer. I'm so excited. So you guys are going into fall, so it's really interesting looking at the seasons and looking at the change. And today I was going to talk about how sometimes we may feel a little bit off because one of our elements is not in alignment or balanced. So what I mean by that is earth, air, fire, and water, and spirit. Obviously, there's 5. But as I look around my house, as I look around my house, I notice that I don't have a lot of plants inside my house, but we've actually just gone a little bit cray-cray. I don't know, you can't really see it, but I've just got a couple of fish tanks in my room now, and I'm absolutely ballistic with fish at the moment. So I've got the water down pat, I've got the incense, which is air, and I've got candles, which is fire, but I need to get some plants in here. So I know that I'm going to do some balancing around the house over the next couple of weeks to bring some plants into the house to have that element of earth in here as well. And of course, spirit, because this is my spirit room, this is my spook room. So I always work in here for spirit, as you can tell. So what the meaning of all that is, sometimes if we do feel a little bit off, have a look at some of the elements around the house. I keep hearing feng shui, but there is other elements where you can use that, but you can also just be in awareness of going, oh, I've got too much water here, I need to put some candles, or I've got too much air, I need to have earth. So really have a look and balance the house around a little bit. And I know we've all been in isolation and we've been in lockdown, and I'm in stage 3 at the moment. I'm in country, so I'm not actually in stage 4, which is in Melbourne City itself. So I'm sort of blessed in that sort of sense. But realistically, because we're at home a lot at the moment, it's always good to have a balanced house so you don't feel unbalanced, if that makes sense. So just a little bit of food for thought today. So I'm just waiting for my first caller, and I have the beautiful Sherry from York in Maine. Hi, Sherry. How are you going? That was quick.
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. So nice to talk to you today, or this afternoon, the evening. Sorry, I'm still a little bit time funny about this. So how would you like me to work for you today? I am a psychic medium. Did you want me to go psychic with you, or would you like me to go mediumship with you? How would you like me to work?
Psychic.
Okay, cool. So as I'm connecting with you, I sort of gathered that was going to be the case. Not to say that no one's around me, but I just feel like I want to go and get into some. I don't want to go too nitty gritty on air, but I just feel like I want to get into things and pull things apart for you. So would I make sense that you're a little bit, I want to say you're on the right path, or you feel like this is the right opportunity or right path you're going to take, but you're still not quite sure? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because it feels like I want to go around work, but also life. I feel like there's a life-work balance around. This makes sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. And it's really interesting because I just want to say, it's like I want to, oh my God, I love your energy. It's like you go through stages of being so energetic, and then sometimes you go on the low lows, like you just don't have any energy at all. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
So as I connect with that, because this is sort of showing me why the opportunities are coming up for you, but you're sort of pulling yourself back going, oh, I don't know if I've got enough energy for that. Would I make sense that you've been offered an opportunity about 2 or 3 weeks ago, or there's something coming up?
Yeah.
Okay. And as I connect with this as well, I want to sort of acknowledge that you don't, it's like you've got the right information and you've got the right knowledge for it, but you don't know if you're going to have the energy for it. Does this make sense?
No.
Okay. What is going on here? That's all right. No's are fine. That's okay. I don't mind no's. I just have a look at it a little bit differently because I just feel that what I'm feeling with you is you're going, oh, okay. So would it make sense that the opportunity or what's coming up for you is going to add extra time restrictions to you, or time management is not it's not that balance? Would that make sense?
No, everything's going good with it.
Okay, cool. Because I just want to say, okay, thank you. Because I am seeing time management. So if I just want to acknowledge making sure that you might have to rearrange rosters or time to fit time in for you. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because this is where all the work-life balance is sort of starting to creep in, is what I feel, because you're not having time for you. And I feel like there's a little bit of a frustration going on here, which also gives you a low energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. But what's with, okay, thank you. If I said to you, I'm seeing a baseball bat, is there something around baseball or softball around you or someone around you?
Yeah.
Thank you. And is this a child? Is this do you have children? Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you. Do you have two?
I do.
Thank you. And I want to say there's something about, I don't know if it's around the oldest one, because I see sort of personalities, but I want to say the oldest one, and I feel like I want to put a baseball or softball bat in their hand. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. Uh, Now, also just quickly, because I feel like I want to say, oh, would I make sense? Is that beautiful boy that you have is the oldest?
No.
Okay. So, okay, thank you. If it's okay, bear with me for a second because I see personalities. So, if your oldest is a girl, would I make sense that she's a little bit like, I want to say like pink, like she's very outgoing, very motivated? Would that make sense to you?
Extremely, yes.
Thank you. It's like I can see her climbing trees and going on dirt bikes and just being that beautiful motivation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just feel like I want to put a softball or baseball bat in her hand, but I feel like she's athletic, so I feel like anything that she goes to really is, she's very that sort of orientated. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. Is the youngest a boy though?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's also really interesting too. Would I make sense that the youngest is a bit of an old soul? He's a very funny old soul. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Thank you. He looks like as he walks around, I feel like he walks like an old man, but he's not an old man.
Yeah.
Thank you. And as I just want to say, you've got a most gorgeous family and
Thanks.
partner, yes?
I don't know.
Okay. Interesting, because I'm seeing a partner around you. So if you're looking or you're ready, I want to say yes, there's a partner coming for you, Cherie.
Okay.
Okay. Even if they're starting to present themselves right now, I feel like that's a really good thing. But I just feel like I want to say to you, coming back to what I was talking about at the start, please look after time management for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because and I know that your opportunities are starting to come. I want to say, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you've said yes to the opportunity, I don't know if it's around work, I feel like it is. if it's around work and you've said yes, I want to say there's more coming for you in a really good way.
Good.
Okay. And I just want to say, I keep hearing to tell you to stop moving the house around. I feel like the house is settled. Does this make sense?
Yep.
Because I'm being shown that have you moved furniture or if you moved something of late and you're going, nah, it doesn't sit right, I'll leave it there for a couple of weeks and then move it again?
Yes.
Thank you. I do. I know that I've got someone with me, and I feel like might be a grandmother, but I just want to acknowledge a lady that's with me who just wants to give you the biggest hug and the biggest kiss on the cheek, and she's very proud of you. And she's just going, can you stop moving the house around?
Oh, that's awesome.
It's like, does that make sense? Because I just feel like she wants, and she also wants to give you a vase with flowers in it.
Okay.
Okay. And it's really funny because I feel like this is an old antique vase that's got flowers on it. And I know that it probably wouldn't go with your decor, but I just feel like that. But she just wants to give you a big hug and a pat on the back because I'm running out of time.
Oh.
So can I leave that with you,
great.
Sherry?
Thank you.
No, thank you for calling and allowing me to connect. Have a lovely day.
Yes.
Don't forget, you guys can connect with me on Jordie Jane's Psychic Medium on my Facebook page. Have a lovely week, guys. Remember, balance those elements and have a great week, and I'll chat to you next week. All right. Bye for now.